Hey guys, hope everybody's having a good night that's already on here. Just a few minutes. Want to see if this, so any of you guys that are on here, if down, let me know. I don't know. There's 10 of you watching, 10 thumbs up, 12 watching, 12 thumbs up. But my chat does not seem to be working. Let's see. Someone comment in the chat for me. Hey guys. Doesn't look like my chat is working. Let's see. Let me get on my phone and see if I can make it work. Mims's Garden, Big Bear, Homestead, one of you guys, if you're there, I saw 26 on, but for some reason, my chat, let's see. Okay. Restore chat. Get on here and see if mine's working. I'm 34 people on, 20 thumbs up, but my chat is not working at all. And I know you guys are talking. Okay. Let's see. Trying to see if I can get it to work, guys. I don't know what's going on. See if I can get on my own chat and see if it'll work, because I'm sure you guys are there. I'd hate to have to sit here and look at my phone the whole night. Yay, I'm seeing my own live. Let's see what happens. $41 people on, 32 thumbs up. I know there's a chat going on. I may have to restart this, guys. I can't figure out what's going on with the chat. It's kicked it off 2 or 3 times on the chat. Live chat on. I'm going to skip my own, which I hope you guys aren't. Hope you're watching them. Let's see if it's working. Don't go anywhere yet, guys. We'll see what's going on. Been a crazy, crazy day. It's a little bit behind. Can you guys hear me? Hey, Big Bear, I see you on here on the other chat. Can you hear me? See, I'm seeing you guys all on here, but I'm not seeing you on this chat. Chat. Okay, here we go. It got kicked off live chat, I think. So let's see if we can get that off there. All righty. I think we're good. I hear you. Buffering was odd for me. Yeah, my internet has been crazy today, guys. So this may be a little nuts. So let's see if I can maybe readjust a little bit and get a better deal. Everybody, I'm missing everybody as you're coming on. So let me try to catch you. Let's see. She Momini, Broussard Homestead, Auto Salvage Outlaws, Karen, Grammy Karen. Hey, how are you? Mims's Garden, Four Blessings Four Blessings Farms, Fairy Tale Creation, Plain Speaker, Freaky Geek. I think Big Bear's probably texting me now that we're good. I think we're good now, Jason. Let's see. Couldn't see you fine, but you did just start buffering really bad as soon as you said, "Hey, Big Bear." How about now, Big Bear? You can read the chat now. Yes, I can read the chat now. So stop bad mouthing me, Big Bear. Am I buffering still now, or is it smoothed out? Because I'm showing that I've got okay signal right now. Hey, Mom, how are you? I love you. You can always hear me. So smooth. Okay, good to go. All right. Shoo. Been a long day. Been cleaning, been gardening. Got a garden tour video coming out tomorrow, hopefully. Got to get it downloaded. Got another video. It's been a slow week for videos. How does the sound, guys? Does it sound any better? I got a new mic, string mic. So does it sound a little better? Joyce Brett, how are you today, neighbor? Piney Haven Homestead, how are you? Amy Broussard, how are you? Off Kilter Homestead, how are you? Wanderlust Homestead, how are you? The busy little house, I have something to say to you in a few minutes, so you better hold on. All things in darkness will run the light. Okay. Love it. Love that channel. Evelyn, how are you? Georgiana Malone, how are you? Narrowway Farms, how are you? There's Grammy Karen family. Fishes Alos, Carol, how are you? Rose Workney, Ingram, how are you? Wildcat Homestead, just counting the days until you're here. Christy Bates. Kathleen Novlet, how are you? Woodward, Iowa. Incense Shop, how are you? Pete's Little Homestead, how are you? The Homegrown Variety Show, hello. She's Gone Country Farms, how are you? Housemania, you got a crazy day too, huh? Well, I hope it was a good crazy, not a bad crazy. Get me a drink of kombucha. Emily Botiger, how are you? We got 55 on, 47 thumbs ups, looking good. Deanna Nisby Mitchell, hey, how are you? She Bear Acres, how are you? Has anybody heard from She Moves Mountains? I haven't heard from her in a while. Hope she's doing good. I got to try to stay still tonight, I guess. Got your sign up, Scott. If I don't think you're on here yet, but there you go. Hey, Brett, how are you, man? Looking forward to this next weekend too. I think it's next weekend. So, yeah, Grammy Karen, that was awesome. We find them there every year. The chanterelle mushrooms. Life with Linda, how are you? I'm glad you sent me that information, or the Tinker's wife who sent me that information. But we find them there every year. This is just a little bit early for them though, but with the rain and stuff, it's crazy. Is it buffering for anybody else? Busy Little House says it's buffering. It's kind of weird how this is working tonight. Let me see something. I'm gonna grab something real quick. Oh. I know that sounds weird, but let's see. I can't wait to see you guys next weekend. Me either, Amy. Yeah, it's the weather here is a little windy right now, so it's been kind of crazy. I am on and off. It will. The Max Happy Homestead, how are you? Sorry I missed you guys earlier. Mary Hart, how are you? Plain Speaker, sorry, got to go. See you, Plain Speaker. Thanks for jumping on. It might be me too, Big Bear. I don't know. If it starts buffering real bad on you guys, let me know, okay? At work, plain speaker work takes priority, man. Blame it on the rain, says Auto Salvage Outlaws. Fairy Tale Creations is getting some heart love. Okay. Mountain Life Montana, how are you? Well, it might just be how it's going to work tonight with the buffering stuff. So we'll let everybody get on here. If you see anybody that you don't know, go check them out. See what they're all about and stuff. And it should be fun. Our cabin in the woods. I'm doing wonderful. I usually get on Max Happy Homestead, but it did not happen tonight. Hey, Scott, tell Olivia it's in its place of honor, Hidden Valley Homestead. Scott and Olivia made the sign for me. Don't tell God about the mountain, tell the mountain about God. I can't remember which one of you guys sent that to me. That's there. Thank you, Grammy Karen, for putting that up there. You got to actually copy and paste that from my page. I don't know if it'll work from there. It's been kind of crazy, and my wish list keeps going off and on. So appreciated. I definitely have mountains. I do too. He did a great job. KJ Crimson, how are you tonight? All right. Got some scripture to read by Miss Kirsty Forges. We got to visit with Windmill Farm yesterday at our homestead, single dad. We had a blast. I saw the video. I didn't get to watch the video. I saw the video posted, so I need to get over there and check that out and see that, Amy. So, Grammy Karen, does it have anything on that wish list? Check that for me, because my wish list keeps getting taken off and then put back, taken off and put. I'm sorry. My camera is being sensitive today. I can't move it, looks like. So it's kind of craziness. Chris and ELYN love to get, yes, we do love to get mail. ELYN loves the letters and stuff, guys. Keep them coming. Just stopping in to say hi, guys. Got a pack for our trip to Idaho. You better get packed. That's a long trip, brother, if you're going to try to do it straight through. You think I don't watch sometimes, but I am, because I'll be on the road or something like that. I try to click on and get in there. So we just ate dinner with Michael Allure from Cerberus Farms. Through the waiters, we're going to have push us out. Oh, the waiter's going to push you out. You're so full. ELYN will have chocolate soon. Yes, Wildcat Hollow Farms. We are looking forward to that. Yes. Okay, Grammy, they're on there then. Those books. Has anybody seen Kirsty Forges yet on here? Chocolate, yum, yum, yum. I agree. All right. So, busy little house, let me know you're on here, because I need to say something to you. But I need to know you're on here and listening, Miss Karen, busy little house. So let's see if you're here. Kirsty's not on yet. JJL Forge, hey man, how are you? If you guys didn't go watch JJL Forge's Father's Day Challenge video that we did, you need to go check that one out. That was a good one. All of them were good, but Josh's was good to go. I enjoyed that a lot. So really cool stuff. Big Bears was awesome too. Okay. The busy little house. Karen, I was waiting for you to pop your little head back in here. Are you listening? I need you to give me, just Karen at the busy little house, I need you to give me a thumbs up to let me know that you're listening to me right now. Now, I may be a little bit behind, So I have to wait and see, guys. Where you at, busy little house? Everybody tell her to get on here and listen. She needs to listen closely. The busy little house, I'm calling you out. Where are you? I'm creepy. Nope. I just want Karen to get on here because I have something to say to her. Daniel, Daniel just went live. I'm gonna have to beat him up. I hate trying to steal with him. I love his show. I want to go watch it too. Where are you at, the busy little house? Just commented. Everybody blow her screen up with blue and say the busy little house. Everybody on the count of 3 say busy. There you are. All right. You ready? I hope it's not buffering too much right now. But Karen, the busy little house, you sent a message today on a comment that I made on a video that said I was way too big to be dropping in on a little bitty channel like you. I'll never stop. Your family brings me joy. Oh man, the permaculture garden, how are you? It's been a rough week, guys. Oh man. So we're going to get into some scripture in a minute. So I hope the busy little house just got my message. She should. Is Kirsty waiting for a response? Oh, it's good, Britt. She doesn't need to be on here. We're reading. She gave the scripture this week, so I was just looking for her for a second. If she's not on here, that's fine. So, yeah, her family's just amazing. If you want to be lifted, go watch them. Those kids are awesome too. Hey, Jason, tell Robin and the kids we said hello. You guys have been working hard. I understand if you got to go getting ready to read some scripture. So you're jumping off at the wrong one, but get out of here. Better get my glasses on, or I'm not going to read any scripture tonight. Is it still buffering, guys? Or are we good? ELYN, are you up? All right, you need to be going to sleep, baby. It's way too late to be awake. Okay. Good night. She's still awake, guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, tell her, hey, Brett, text her back and tell her not to worry about it. Tell her to just enjoy. I'm not telling her that, guys, because she'll be down here in a minute. Beagle Family Fun, you're good to go. I love it. You are awesome. Yeah, I'm not telling her any of that. She loves y'all too. That's all I'll say. So we're going to read Psalms. Christy Ford just picked out the scripture for tonight. We're going to read Psalms 37. She wanted to do 1 through 9, but you can't read Psalms 1 through 9 without going 1 through 40. So we're going to read the whole chapter 37. So, and I think it's not crazy bad. I think there's 40. So we're going to go with that. Okay. So yeah, we'll tell her tomorrow. So if you guys are ready, hey, there's Kirsty. I'm here, but Kirsty, get off here. You don't have to. I was just letting everybody know that you were here. I was kind of waiting so I could see you on here, but you're fine. Get off here if your signal's bad. But Kirsty did this. I don't think she understood that it was going to hit me this week in a lot, just going on. So we're going to read it once again for you. I don't think I've seen anybody on here that is new. So just bear with me if you are. and we'll read this and go. The lighting's pretty good tonight. I got the cameras and stuff set up a little different with this microphone. Can you guys tell a difference in my voice and the quality of sound? I'm hoping so. Getting started on the homestead. Granny's Florida's garden. All right, people still coming in. 73, 65 thumbs up. It's good to go. Okay, everything sounds good. All right, I'm going to stop looking at the chat, so don't ask me any questions. I'll have to come back to you. Psalms 37 of David. Do not fret of those who are evil, or be envious of those who are wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither like green plants and will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways, when they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret. It leads only to evil, for those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. A little while, and the wicked will be no more. Though you look for them, they will not be found. But the meek will inherit the land and enjoy peace and prosperity. The wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them. But the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend the bow to bring down the poor and the needy, to slay those whose ways are upright. But their sword will pierce their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. Better better the little that the righteous have than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. In times of disaster, they will not wither. In the day of famine, they will enjoy plenty. But the wicked will perish. Through the Lord's enemies are like the flowers of the field. They will be consumed. They will go up in smoke. The wicked borrow and do not repay, but the righteous give generously. Those the Lord bless will inherit the land, but those he curses will be destroyed. The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. I was young, and now I am old, yet I have never seen the righteous forsaken, or their children begging bread. They are always generous and lend freely. Their children will be a blessing. Turn from evil and do good. Then you will dwell in the land forever. For the Lord loves the just and will not forsake the faithful ones. Wrongdoers will be completely destroyed. The offspring of the wicked will perish. The righteous will inherit the land and dwell in it forever. The mouths of the righteous utter wisdom, and the tongue speak what is just. The law of their God is in their hearts. Their feet do not slip. The wicked lie in wait for the righteous, intent on putting them to death. But the Lord will not leave them in the power of the wicked, or let them be condemned when brought to trial. Hope in the Lord and keep his way. He will exalt you to inherit the land. When the wicked are destroyed, you will see it. I have seen a wicked and ruthless man flourishing like a luxuriant native tree, but he soon passed away and was no more. Though I looked for him, he could not be found. Consider the blameless, blameless. Observe the upright. A future awaits those who seek peace, but all sinners will be destroyed. There will be no future for the wicked. The salvation of the righteous comes from the Lord. He is their stronghold in time of trouble. The Lord helps them and delivers them. He delivers them from the wicked and saves them because they take refuge in him. So that's Psalms 1 through 40. And that hits home a lot. It was hard to get through all that. So that's where we're at. It hits home this week a lot of not wanting to be mad or upset, but to do what you're supposed to do. So for me this week, that's something I've had to do. Uh, um, Real hard this week is try not to revert back to old ways. So I uh, I hope you enjoyed that, Kirsty. Thank you for sending that. Kirsty said in her email that she sent to me that those were passages 1 through 9 are passages that she goes back to on a regular basis, and each time they meet a little something different to her. So I think that's the whole Bible. Like I say on every one of these, uh, that's not a brick or a weapon to beat someone with, but it's a rule book. If you read through that rule book and you understand it and that guide, um, it's not a rule book, it's a guide. I'm sorry. If you read through it as a guide to help you and understand where you're at, it has certain rules, certain things you need to do. But if you do that, you'll find your way through life a lot easier. Um, Something in the middle of my screen. Uh, Christy Bates. I hope it helped. Poor boy Homestead's in the house. There we go. That's Anna's husband. If anybody hasn't went over and checked him out, go check him out. He's a race car driver. He's a man of the cloth. He is a man of the Lord. So go check him out, and he can certainly drive a drag car. So he had fun. We got to get him a new battery and an alternator though. So if you haven't checked him out, go do so, please. So anyway, we'll go through the technical stuff, and then we'll get into what we want to do. The busy little house, you'll understand in about a week um, why that hits so close to home for me. We only have 68 on right now, 79 thumbs up. Mom, are you still on here? And my mom's still on here. I'm going to see if she's still on here. After I read this, we'll see. Um, so as I do every week, just giving you guys an update. We are at 5,202 subs. We do have to build a goat pen, Beagle Family Homestead. We gained 31 since last Wednesday, guys. So it's slowed down quite a bit, but that's still good. We're at 11,615 hours, which is awesome. I didn't put out any videos at the beginning of the week until today. We got the mushroom video out, and there's 615 hours that we've gained from people watching the older videos. So I really appreciate that, and really do appreciate it because, like I said, we're there. For those of you on here, 71 on, 84 thumbs up, 70 on. I keep bouncing back and forth. I need to ask you guys for a favor. I have a very important meeting tomorrow. I'm not going to go into detail on what it is. There's one, maybe two people on here that know what it's about, but that's okay. You guys will learn later. But I would appreciate tomorrow at about 1 o'clock, as you're coming off of your lunch break, the Eastern Standard Time, about 1 o'clock, if you guys can say a prayer for me and ELYN, and just have us in your mind and on your heart tomorrow. I don't think there's any issues, but I really could use them. So, and you guys will know. I'm going to let you know I can't do that right now, but I need everyone. So if you guys want to share it, I know Mims has got her little connection through Facebook that she does, and Big Bear, he's got his Big Bear Nation. So put it out there. I need to have those prayer warriors working their magic tomorrow. So. Um, so this will not be a marathon tonight, 2 hours max. Where we're going to be, I can't do with the meeting tomorrow and stuff, and I need to wash dishes and stuff tomorrow and stuff. I cannot go until 3 or 4 in the morning, but I can go to about 12 o'clock. So that'd be a good one for us. I appreciate it, everybody. I really do. It's just one that that I need those for. So, and I'm not getting choked up all the time. I've got this. I weed eated today, and I've got this sinus thing going on too. So I have been choked up a couple times already, which is normal for me. But my nose, I weed eated down on the bottom beside the goat pen today because I planted. I couldn't figure out. I got three big or big watermelon plants, sugar baby plants, from Walmart for like 50 cents or 90 cents or something like that. So I bought them. I couldn't figure out where to plant them. Well, I got a big mound of dirt back in the back corner. So I went and weeded it down, got as many weeds off of it, dug 3 holes, and planted those suckers on top of that big old mound of dirt. So I'm hoping that it takes a fairy tale creation. I can't wear a face mask while weed eating. I'd have a heart attack. Yep. We don't always understand the outcome of life gives us, nor do we understand that God's work regardless outcome. I will be okay in the end. It will be okay in the end. Mountain Life Montana. He's got me firmly in his embrace. So I'm not really worried about anything that's going to happen tomorrow. You guys will understand. I'm more mad at the situation that's getting ready to take place, but we'll go into it in more detail. We will have a. There will be a. Let's put it this way. There will be a special video if tomorrow goes the way that I think it will. And I'm not giving it power. What I'm going to say, and I'm gonna sit forward a little bit, is most everyone that's on this channel right now watching this live understand what I've done for a living and background. United States Marine. I'm a retired federal law enforcement officer. Let me repeat that, just in case someone on the return watches. A retired federal law enforcement officer. And I strive very hard to be a good man. I try to be a godly man. And the situation that's taking place tomorrow, like I said, I'm not going to go into detail, is testing every strength that I have all the way around. But I've had, I think it was 5 or 6 other YouTube channels that are having exactly the same issue in 5 different states. And as a former federal law enforcement officer, when you cross states and you commit a crime, and I know this is cryptic and you won't catch it until later, but when you commit a crime, and a crime can be falsely accusing someone of something, it is a federal offense. You will not be charged in a state in an individual state, but those states will get together and you'll be charged federally, which has a lot higher sentence than what it would be locally. So I don't have a lot of power, but I'm very, very good at what I used to do. So for that end, I almost went too far. But anyway, we will get to the bottom of it. We will find where it's at, and hopefully the as we just said in the chapters in the chapter that we just read, the righteous will prevail, and the wicked will succumb. So we're just going to let it be at that for now. And God does have this. So, but it's under control. We will have it taken care of, and he's been carrying me. He's right beside me. Guys, understand, I'm more mad than I am upset. Yeah, wild and wonderful. It's there, but like I said, I'm in his embrace. I'm not worried about anything that's happening tomorrow. Uh, like I said, I'm just more angry, and I'm trying not to be angry. So, Gossmania, when the video comes out, you'll understand a lot more of how much that statement is true. But sorry, we were a bit late at Kaylee's. Hey, tell her happy birthday. Consider it joy. That's their daughter. She's awesome. So, all right. So, what we're going to do tonight is Fairy Tale Creations actually picked out the subject. A surprise attack is never a surprise to the heavenly host. A surprise attack is never a surprise to someone that's always prepared. This one didn't take me off guard, but I'm gonna say I didn't think I was quite big enough for this one yet. But obviously we are. So we'll go from there. So Dollar woke up. I'm sorry, busy little house. But all right. So what we're going to talk about is cold weather and hot weather prep for your car and having your person and stuff of that nature on stuff. It's kind of just a different outlook on a go bag or preparedness during warm weather and cold weather on certain things that I think you should bring. Country Homestead Preacher, good evening. How are you? Thank you very much for coming in. So what I want to go back over as just a refresher are the 10 C's. And that's the 10 basic pieces of gear that I think that everybody should have. And if you want to, I'll go through these slow so you can write them down. If you've got a piece of paper or and a pen around you, grab it. Reap what you sow. What's going on? I hope to see you guys at the bash. I think that's a given, but I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again since the shindig. So welcome in. Pine Knot Family Farm. Didn't see you come in, but hello. How are you guys? All right. So that should be pretty quick. Everybody got a piece of pen and paper. The 10 C's. All right. So here's what we're going to go with. The 10 C's. These are the 10 basic items that you need to have on your person or in immediate access to you. And I'll give you guys a story to back these up in a minute. And it's a true story. So, all right. So the first one is a cutting tool. Having a good knife, 5-inch blade is preferably 6 inches is almost too long, but a 5 to 6 inch blade, fixed blade preferably. If you've got to have a folding knife, I suggest looking at some of the nicer, thicker bladed knives. zero tolerance stuff like that have a cross lock to where you can still do certain things with them. But we're not going to get into the actual usage of each item. We're just going to tell you about them. So you need a good cutting tool, which is a knife, 5 to 6 inch long blade. So you write that one down. The second one we're going to need, the second C, is combustible device. Now, I always carry, good evening, North Star Prep Steading. This one's right down your alley tonight. So garden for cheap, hey, hey. So next one is combustible device. I always carry a lighter in my pocket, and I always try to carry an extra type of lighting source in the other pocket. Now, if you hurt your arm and you can't get into your other pocket, or you're in a car wreck and you're pinned and you can't get but to one side, it's nice to have something in both sides. Like I wear my hip knife, my fixed blade knife on my hip, and I carry a small pocket knife in my opposite pocket. And I know that sounds crazy, but until you're in a bad spot, you don't understand how much that can save your life. So combustion device, I always carry a lighter, Surefire lighter is good to go. Weatherproof matches are good. Have it in your bag, some type of fire starter. Psalms chapter 3, 1 through 8. Thank you, Poor Boy Homestead. Mims, send me that in a text message, please. So having a like light my fire ferrocium rod, that's always a good choice too for your combustible devices. Then you're going to need some type of cover. Now, I like the big shamogs, the big ones, the big shamogs like they wear over in the Middle East. They're really nice. You can use an emergency blanket, but find the heavy mill ones. They're a lot better than the cheap little aluminum foil ones. Get a heavy milled one, or you can go and buy a really nice tarp, and they actually have some that are 8x8 at Walmart for $9, and they are really nice tarps. I have some that I use for ground cover for setting up my tents, so they're really nice. The next one is a single wall metal container. So be a metal cup, preferably at least a quart, or a Nalgene bottle that's single wall. You don't want a double wall because if you try to heat it on the fire, it will crack or explode. And you don't want anything that's got plastic that's connected to the metal. It's okay if it has a plastic screw-in lid. You can take that off and then put a rock on top of it to boil water. So a metal container is your next one. Your next one is you want cordage. 550 cord. You can buy a 100-pound catfish line. That works really well. But you want a good cordage. 550 cord is nice because it's 550-pound tested, but then you have 5 strands of string inside that you can take out. So if you carry 100 feet of 550 cord, you actually have 500 feet of cordage if you had to break it down. So that's always a nice one to go. I suggest the 550 cord, and find real 550 cord, which they sell at Walmart too. The sixth one is cotton bandanas. Now you can use the shamog that I talked about earlier and have 2 sources of cover, but what this one is for is a cotton bandana can be used for water filtration, slings, cover on your body. You can make char cloth for fire, different things which you can break down in all these. But you want at least 2 of the 2-foot cotton bandanas, the big cotton bandanas. So you want 2 of those. The 7th one is some type of cargo tape. I like the Gorilla Tape better than I do duct tape. And cargo tape, you can take it and actually put it around your lighter, and you can get 40 or 50 feet around a lighter and still be able to use it. And it's just right there. You can do a lot of things from making fletchings for arrows to mending clothes to closing wounds on your hands and stuff. So is it already started, guys? Oh my goodness. But anyway, so cargo tape. The 8th one is a good compass. Silva compasses are awesome. You can buy them for around $20 and go all the way up to a couple $100. But a Silva compass is a must. So have a good compass. And I always like the little compasses with a thermometer. I usually put one of those on my jacket that I keep in my bag too. But the jacket's not part of this list. Number 9, a cloth cell needle. They're big. like industrial sewing needle for doing heavy garments, canvas, things of that nature. Once again, that's exactly what it's for. You can use them to sew yourself up, but it's not a lot of fun. So the cloth cell needle, um, and you can switch that one out, and we'll do that at the end if you need to. Then you need a candling device. Now that can be a headlamp, a flashlight, or actual candles. You can actually get beeswax candles. You can use them for rashes. You can use them for light sources. They'll melt. It will melt. Then you can get a piece of string out of your 550 cord and remake another candle. So they last a long time too. So a candling device, some sort of way to give yourself light. Um, so with the cell needle, which you can switch that out for, which is completely uh, feasible, and I like it better than the actual um, cell needle, is a combination tool. A good Leatherman um, works a great. They've got a little awl so you can punch holes in and stuff. So that's your basic 10 pieces of gear that you want to have in your winter kit or your summer kit. Now, let's start with summer since we're in the summer. Um, me, I like to have an extra, and this is for your car. We're talking about for your car. In my car, I like to carry an extra gallon to 2 gallons of water, and I usually stow them in the bed of the truck if I need it for overheating on the vehicle. I need it overheating on me. I need water, whatever. I just try to change it out every 3 or 4 weeks. It's fine. So it's water is a big key for during the summertime. Um, a change a change of socks is another one that I say. I know that sounds weird, but a change of socks, because if you're walking, and that change of socks needs to be there for the winter too. But for a change of socks, if you can keep your feet dry in a hot weather in a murk, your feet won't raw up and get as bad if you've got to walk a long distance per se. Candy, and this one works both for the winter and the summer as well. I like to buy one of the big 1 pound bags of the M&Ms. I like the peanut ones because I can reach in that bag of M&Ms and take a little small handful, and if I'm hungry and I'm not eating for a while, I can eat one at a time, and that's the key, eat one at a time. And if I got enough water to keep hydrated to keep that down, because during the summer eating makes you have to drink more, which is hard. You can survive longer on not eating than you can on not drinking. So it takes water to digest your food. So you have to kind of think about that. But it's a morale booster. The chocolate releases endorphins in your brain. You're getting food, and you're getting protein from the peanuts in them as well. So peanut M&Ms or regular M&Ms, fine either way. But one of the big bags of M&Ms are there. And if it's during the summer, most of the time when you're going to find yourself in a bad situation is you're going to be on a hike, you're going to be out doing something like that. So a good quality walking stick. You can do a lot of things with a good quality walking stick, from helping set up tent service and things of that nature. So if you have that 10-piece kit, and then you have, in my opinion, a pair of extra socks, your water, and some type of food, quick food, and you're trying to make this small so it's not hard to carry, that, and I would say some type of a hat for sunshade and stuff of that nature, which you can use the bandanas and stuff, but a good hat would be there. Summer for me is a lot easier than winter, um, because there's only so much you can do. In the winter, I can put on more clothes. I can start a bigger fire. I can keep myself warm by doing different methods. During the summer, I only can take off so much. Then it comes down to I have to keep hydrated, and I have to keep my skin protected, if it be through clothing or be by getting in the water, cooling off, and adding more clothing around me with my cover. But if you have your basic 10-piece kit, you can cover all of those things. So you can keep it in a bag, you can keep it in a small box, but in that box, what I suggest to you to do is to have some type of carry handle rigged to it. And that box doesn't need to be real heavy. So you can go in and put in there and keep that on. You should always have a first aid kit. Fairy Tale Creations, A2 Family Homestead, glad you made it. You should always have a first aid kit in your car. Um, that's just a given. I'm gonna tell a story in a minute, and you guys are gonna be like, "Holy smokes!" Um, winter, but let's do the winter bag first. All right, so winter bag. So you have the same 10-piece kit that you have. I suggest you carry a heavy jacket that you have room to move. You want to dress in layers. So t-shirt, then something long sleeve, then something heavy. Wool is always a better choice than the newer synthetic stuff. Wool can retain up to 85 to 90% of its warmth even when it's wet. So wool is awesome. I like to keep a wool military style blanket in my car with my gear, and you can roll them up to where they're about a foot and a half long, and they're probably this big around when you're said and done with them. Keep a good heavy military style wool blanket, and the kicker in with those is you can actually cut those blankets in two if you know it's just with you, and have plenty to keep yourself warm to throw over your shoulders like a shawl to do all that good stuff with. So a good military style blanket. Still keep the 2 gallons of water. But now the thing comes in as how do you keep that water from freezing? So you need to have that in the front of your car, and you need to keep it up and keep some type of what I call a wet fuel or a sure fuel that's there. And if you go on to like Light My Fire or Isbit stoves, they have these little cubes. They're about like this. It's not the most healthy thing in the world at all. You don't want to light them in a car, but you can hit them with a spark or anything and they'll light, and you can get them to light if it's pouring down the rain or you got 6 feet of snow, whatever it is. So those extra socks are there, some type of headgear and hand gear. Keep those going. Hey, Melody, glad you got to come in. Um, Homesteading the hard way. How are you? So Sherry's Nation, how are you? So those are the basic things that go. We went through and we already had talked about um, the basic 10. If you have those basic 10, you can survive without any of the other stuff, winter or summer. North Star Prep Steader, your winter bag will be different than mine in Minnesota. Yeah, you got to dictate all these things on your location too. But the thing is, 60 degrees is summertime for North Star Prepstetter up in Minnesota. But 60 degrees to someone that lives like Fishes and Loaves in South Florida is very, very cold. So they may need a heavier jacket during those weather. And I know I'm just using numbers there, but you got to look at where you're at and set your bags accordingly. You're not going to freeze water if you're down in Florida and it's the winter time. So you got to look at that stuff. So let's see. We're doing wonderful, Sherry's Nation. So those are the basic things there. Now I'm going to tell you a story, and this is a true story. So everybody knows that I was a federal air marshal. I did not see Duncan 1900 come in. Duncan, hello, how are you? And Clay Banks Homestead, I didn't see you come in. Thank you. Um, so that I was a federal air marshal. Well, how I got started in that was my neighbor in Atlanta, Georgia. We actually in Douglasville. Worked for a small agency, ended up taking over part of the Atlanta field office. And he called me and said, "You're going to work?" I said, "No." He said, "Yes." I said, "No." He said, "We'll triple your pay." I went to work. So, but anyway, with what he did, tendencies are common sense survival. So what he did was he went in and he secured the area. This is not as an air marshal. This is as the other agency that he was with. So he was one of the first guys on scene to secure perimeter um, that wasn't in New York. So he went up there and did that, and they started looking for stuff. They started looking for people. They started looking for bodies. They started looking for this. So they found 2 people, and I know these stories for sure. They found 2 people long term, and they weren't televised a whole lot about this stuff, but I'm talking weeks afterward, and they were alive. And the thing with this was both of them had a type of go bag. Now, they were in the World Trade Center, so they weren't carrying knives, they weren't carrying, the stuff that we just talked about in there. But when I'm saying they had a go bag, one of these gentlemen was a bodybuilder, and he had his lunchbox that he kept with him. That he had a spoon. He carried like he was getting into competition mode, so he had like 37 things of baby food. He had water. He had like a case of water at his desk. He had all this stuff. So when everything came down, the first thing he said when he realized that he wasn't making out is he grabbed his bag and he kind of positioned himself, got under the desk and stuff from the story, from the way that it was told. He prepared himself for what was coming, and he survived for over a week at the World Trade Center at the collapse. But he just survived underneath all that, and they found him by accident. The other individual actually was a prepper, and she had her purse, a large bag. She had candies, she had gum. She wasn't as prepared as the bodybuilder guy was actually, because he had food and water, and that was the big things. You know, you defecate and pee wherever you got to do in those situations. But and he had a whistle. He happened to be like a referee or something. He had a whistle, but she had a whistle too that helped identify it. So a whistle is another good one to carry with you in any bag that you've got. Throw a whistle on there. Buy a nice, good $20 or $30 high pitch whistle as well. So anyway, she had her bag prepped out. She had a nail file with a knife in it, so she had a small knife. She had gotten around some of the legalities that were there. So she just she went with it and she survived too. They were both over a week and a half out. So if you don't think that in an everyday situation at your work or wherever it is, that having a small go bag with you, ladies, it's much easier for you to have a go bag. There's no excuse for any woman in any profession not to have a go bag. Done, because you can use your purse. And those 10 items that I said, you can line the bottom with your cotton bandanas. You can tie them onto the side as little decorations, whatever it is. But there is no reason on earth for ladies not to have a go bag with them everywhere they go, and have their basic stuff. Now, you might not carry a big old 5-inch fixed blade knife with you. You might choose to go with a nice Gold Zero. Spend as much money on your knife, guys, as you are going to spend on a firearm. I'll repeat that. Spend as much money on a nice knife as you would a firearm, because that knife is going to last you longer than the firearm will. Because at some point in time, no matter what, you're going to run out of bullets. If it be a end of the world type situation, if you want to look at it that way, or a hunting situation, if you're lost in the woods, at some time you're going to be there. And a fashionable go bag, yeah, just keep it in your purse. So I have a go bag. Yep. Kirsty says she has a go bag. So with those things right there, um, you should always be able to make it and go. Those 10 C's are the big one. And you can actually go over to Dave Canterbury's site and look up there. He's got all that stuff there. Uh, you are never going to be 9 times out of 10, you're never going to be in a survival situation. A survival situation is where you have bullets coming down range at you. Mountain Life Montana can attest to this, and I'm sure there's several others on here too. When you have bullets coming down range at you, Wildcat Hall Farms, and they're going, and you're hearing little lightsabers go by you, you're in a survival situation. You're in a self-reliance situation any other time. If you are trying to survive in the winter or the summer, it's because you did something stupid and you didn't have the right stuff with you. I'm going to repeat that. If you're in a survival situation in the winter or the summer stateside, it's because you did something stupid and didn't have yourself prepared the correct way. So, I watch some of these guys. Um, I watch some of these. I've went over and gotten invited to come some of these prepper channels and watch some of the stuff that they do. I shook the camera that time, guys. Sorry about that. And it's hilarious to see. I mean, they think you're going to carry a 12 gauge shotgun around with you all the time, guys. I don't carry a 12 gauge. If I'm traveling, I carry a 12 gauge in the car. I won't lie to you. A 12 gauge to me is my travel long gun. I carry a small pocket pistol. I do have a larger pistol that I carry with me in my go bag all the time that gets me there. But I would rather have money spent and make sure and guarantee I have a quality knife than anything else. Some of those knives that I would suggest to you, number one at the top of the list, and one of the best knives ever made, Habilis Bush Tool, Stephen Staten and Habilis Bush Tool. One of the best knives for survival hunting. being outdoors kind of situation that's out there. They've got the tracker and the bush tool, both of those, and they're a lot good. You're going to spend several $100s on those. The second one, and these are all fixed blade knives, blind horse knives. These are all custom knives, guys. Another awesome knife. Another one that you can buy for $20 to $55. That is a great knife. Are the Moras. They're great. They've got a bush tool, bushcraft one that has a fire starter already in it and stuff, and I think it's $49. So that's a lower end one, but one I would suggest to use. For some small folding knives, Oak Nail is a great folding knife. Zero Tolerance is a um, great folding knife. Spyderco is a great folding knife. Gerber makes some that are still good. Carrying that multi-tool, that Leatherman, buy a nice Leatherman, don't buy a junk one, is really good. The K-Bars is another fixed blade knife that's a really nice one that you can buy fairly cheap still. If you can find one of the BK made back in Ontario before they were bought out by K-Bar, that's another great knife. So Chris loves his multi-tool. It's a do-all and compact. It's a Swiss Army brand. Yeah, that the Swiss Army knives are still nice, very nice Boy Scout style. Slide in your pocket and get most everything done. If you want something a little heavier that you're going to use on the farm, go buy you a Leatherman multi-tool. They are awesome. The Gerber Leatherman is, to me, the best multi-tool that's out there. What about some of the old military knives? Fishes and Loaves, that's why I was talking about the old K-Bars, Camillus, the old ones are good. They're great. They're great tools. They're tools. And like I said, spend a couple on, if you really are interested and you really want to set up a good bag, set it up with the nicest stuff that you can set it up with, because you're doing this to protect you and your family in bad situations. So a bad prepper is like a prepper when it gets like it's hot. Oh, it's hot. Don't like admitting it. Fail, Wildcat. All right, I was in another conversation there. Sorry. So yeah, when you start talking about prepping and stuff, I've said it on here before. Um, I think that every prepper deep down wants to be in the homesteading community. I think that a lot of circumstances keep them from doing that. But if you sat down and had a true conversation with a true prepper, someone that is preparing not for the end of the world, but just for hard times, injury, loss of work, economy, whatever it may be, they want to know how to use um, the land, how to provide for themselves in whatever situation. So I really truly think most every prepper wants to be a homesteader to some extent. Now, here's the dirty part of prepping. I had the school Prepping 101. I still own that domain and I still own those rights and stuff. But I know of several groups in my area that their whole mentality of prepping is guns and ammo. They want to have guns and ammo because they'll acquire and take whatever else they need. And when you have a large group of people with guns and ammo, it doesn't matter how many guns and ammo you have unless you have a large group too. And that's a bad situation when stuff goes wrong. So just keep that in mind when you're prepping. Prepping needs to be something that you kind of keep to yourself. Put stuff up, ask conversations, have these conversations with people and stuff. But then when it comes to actually doing what you want, it's there. Fairy tale creation ammo will run out, but here's the thing: that's why you get a lot of it. You hoard a lot, so put up lots of ammo. That's why 22 is so nice because you can buy and put thousands of rounds of 22 ammo up in a very small place and scatter it and stuff like that. And it's a very effective round. So Anyway, yeah, it is scary, Michelle P. It's very scary when you see the mentality of some people, but that's where God comes into play. Those evil people aren't going to make it long. Three baskets living. You mean they should consider something like three baskets living? Three baskets. Put them in different places. That triangle on that sign up there means a lot more than just the Trinity. You need to have three options to everything you do. This is becoming a more prepping um, uh, video, which we knew it was going to tonight. So just the other life. Hey, Ivan. By the way, I'm glad you're here. You like to call yourself an economy fraser. I use economy. As long as it's getting together. Yeah, you gather as much funds as you can, but remember, when something does happen, the economy is where it's going to turn. So your money's only going to be worth so much for a short amount of time. But Ivan and them are a perfect example of someone that can't have a lot of stuff put up. They can have a certain amount of stuff put in certain areas and a certain amount of stuff in their truck to get them to point A, point B, or point C on that triangle. So you have to know where you're at on that triangle at all times. I suggest for anybody on here, we've talked about it there before, set you up a little 50 cal ammo can with those 10 pieces of gear in there. Buy some silver, some gold, put it in there, uh, put it together, seal it up, lock it, and take it to a friend's house. If your mom and dad live 40 or 5 minutes away, 40 or 50 minutes away, go drop something off at their house. Drop in the areas where you know are in your triangle of where you're going to be. So if you know I'm traveling from A to B all the time, and I know I'm traveling from A to C all the time, then I know that that triangle is where I need to have all of my stuff at. And you never want to keep everything in one location, because if something happens, you're losing everything. With a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold, a little bit of ammo of different calibers, maybe not just the calibers you want, and those 10 items and a little bit of food, um, you will find yourself in a lot better situation. I got bit right here, guys, by something, and it's itching like crazy. But those are some of the things you need to do. But for the homesteaders, let's go back to that side. If you're not someone that enjoys the title prepping or anything like that, homesteaders are preppers. We just prepare differently. I prepare, and it means that I'm putting food in cans, I'm putting meat in cans, I'm setting those things up. I've got animals on my property, I've got the stuff that I need to take care of those animals. I've got fencing a perimeter for those animals. That's prepping. It's prepping for life. We're just preparing for it, and we're doing it and using those tools today. We're not doing it for just tomorrow. We're using those prepping skills today. And that's a hard thing for the preppers to understand, is why am I prepping for today? Because today could be that day. So if you're working it and you're doing it right now, um, you know, it works a lot easier if you're already there. Last week, I never got around to saying this. We talked about what is a homestead. Um, what I want you guys to do is, if you go in and you put up definition for homesteading, the Better Home and Gardens will pop up a thing. It's always on there every time I've looked at it. If you go on, there's 27 states for homesteaders where you can still register your actual home as a homestead. And then for an economy, for a economic situation, you have to file bankruptcy. You have to, you get hurt and the bank comes in and wants to take everything. They cannot take your home. Your home is a homestead, so it's providing. In most states, you have that covered under bankruptcy law, but they actually, 27 states absolutely have. It's a form you fill out, you go register it, you take it to the courthouse, and you're registered as a homestead, and then they can't take your place. So you need to go check that out and see if your state's on there. I didn't write down all of them, so yep. Prepping is a big thing for us throughout doing a video on our go bags. Kirsty Forge, down where you're at, it's there. I was there almost a month after the floods, and we were still pulling people. and that's a hard one to do. So a lot of the people down in Louisiana and the Gulf side of the Mississippi, down there where Anna and Fairy Tale Creations, it hit home real quick. Um, Fishes and loaves. One of the things that I would suggest for you to have on hand at your home, and maybe a different location, is and I'm being serious when I say this, is a large inflatable boat. I'm talking a good quality inflatable boat. Go spend the money and buy one. If it floods, you're in the crazy. Chris, is our state one of those? Mary Hart? No. Tennessee does not have a homesteading law. It is being worked on. It's in legislation, but we have not gotten it passed. So no, we don't have that. But we do have good bankruptcy laws and stuff where they can't take your home, they can't take a vehicle. That helps us a little bit. Our home was registered as the Duncan homestead at the county courthouse in the 1900s. See, and that's awesome, Duncan. We have what we call, I think it's the Centennial Farms around here. So if it's been in your family for more than 100 years, it can't be taken away from the family. So it's considered a historical part. So Mary Hart, if yours has been in your family for 100 years, you're covered on it that way. But um, that's awesome that your homestead has been there for that long. I would love to come see it. That would be awesome, Brenda, to come see something that's been working for that long. Yet never know when the storm may leave. Yeah, you never know. And if you're at a place where you have if you have a place that's near water, you definitely need some type of flotation device, if it be a boat or whatever. And the reason I say a collapsible blow up style raft and some type of pump to blow it up with is you never know how far you're going to have to go. We are not in the flood zone, but good idea. You live in Florida. You live in Florida. If a major earthquake ever happens, which is I think is a very we live on a fault line right here in Tennessee. Our fault line runs from us all the way up to Two Family, up into Ohio, and if that happens, Florida will not be floating anymore. You might only be in 4 foot of water, but you still need to have some way to get yourself out. So I just knew you were in Florida, Carol, so that's why I said that. So I went to Tennessee last week to CG and Andy's place and had a great time. Did Sampson's Farm make that over there, getting started homestead? He's always going up there, so I didn't know if he may be there. UP Gardening Adventure, how are you? My kids are the third generation to be born and raised on our land. That is absolutely awesome. Almost 100 years. What part of the UP are you guys in? I actually lived when I was an air marshal in Brighton Howe, but my first ex-wife, not ELYN's mom, was from Traverse City, and I love the UP. I think it's one of those unsung places. Yeah, the entire Mississippi River is a fault line. You're right. I think Russia will light us up possibly before that. Carol, I think your natural disasters, if you prepare for a natural disaster, which happen every year and different places everywhere, if you prepare for a natural disaster, all that stuff will take care of itself. And for me, Mackinac County, awesome, brother. Had a good friend in the air marshals that was from there. I won't say his name on here, but he worked for the state as a state police officer too at the Capitol. But anyway, I don't prepare for the nukes, for Russians, for all that good stuff. If they bring that, I don't want to be here. I'm not there. All my other stuff is done. But nuclear, biological, chemical warfare, you can't really prepare for that. You can have certain things, but it's just not there. Good night, poor boy homesteading. You got to get up early in the morning. All right, brother. Keep the foot on light. Don't press it too hard while you're on the regular road. Is that the same as registering your property and home as a homestead exemption? Yes, registering your property as a homestead exemption. Yes, it helps when you have something like that. So, and Rainbow 505, welcome in the house. Lundy said good night. He has to get up before. Tell Lundy to enjoy himself with his newfound job and friends. I would love to come hang out with him for that job. I think that could be fun. Okay, at least you have it. I'm missing something there. So if you filled or will Gossmania, from what I understand, if you're in one of those 27 states and you have your house listed as a homestead and you are registered as a homestead and you are providing that food for your family, that your house um, cannot be taken. Go on there and look. Better Homes and Garden has a big article on that, which I'm not a big Better Homes and Garden subscriber. I do like some of their articles I've picked up from my mom. She has that magazine, so I read some in there. So yeah, go check that stuff out. The Mod Squad is in the house. I'm in Western Kentucky, about 2 hours from the lake that was made from the Mississippi River running backwards. Yeah, and the last earthquake. And what I'm saying, guys, is if you'll prepare for Mother Nature, for what God is going to bring to us, prepare for that. In here, but on here, on this earth, that is the thing that He tells us. He wants us to be prosperous. He wants those good, faithful individuals of the Lord to be prepared. If you're not prepared, you're just one of the knuckleheads that's going to be washed away with everybody else. You're just not going to, and I say washed away because it's just there. But if you're not prepared, if you're not willing to take up and do what you need to do here, you're in trouble. So I just want to tell you this is what we were dealing with today, and you provided this might be what we need to know. My bad day. Wow, Gossmania Homestead. Yeah, you need to have it registered. So I don't know how that works with how much time you have, or it has to be registered or anything like that. But yeah, maybe this is because I knew I needed to say it and I meant to say it last week, but you know, it is registered. Okay, good to go, Gossmania. So yeah, I think you need to look it up, but I'm pretty sure you're safe. I don't think they can take you home. I would love to see Chris on his patio drinking tea and reading Better Homes and Garden. It's probably going to be a backwoodsman, but I sit out there. And I don't drink tea a whole lot. I like hot tea. I don't like cold tea. I did so back in February. Awesome. So yeah, you need to file for your homestead exemptions. So you can go on there and find out exactly what's going on. The people we have financing through are crooks. You need to get that. Just the other life. What does $72,900 mean? Is that what you're sending me in my PayPal account? Because I'm good with that. There's Arizona is 150,000. Are you sending that to me too? There, the other life. It's a lot of money, buddy. The Tinkerer's Wife, thank you for coming in, and I apologize to you. I don't know what happened to that. I tried last week, meant to send you that email, and then just remember today when we were getting everything set up, I had it set out, and I don't want to say anything more than that in case someone else is there, but it'll be out tomorrow. So it's a lazy bird that doesn't want to have the nest to receive the provision provided, rather someone else bring them their nest, non-contributors. Yep, and the thing is if you're doing the right thing and you are doing stuff and you lose everything, someone like myself or Three Baskets or North Star Prepstetter or someone else that is doing what they need to do is going to be more likely to help you because they know you have the skills, the knowledge, and had take the forethought to take care of yourself. But anyway, so after our daughter passed, we had to file chapter 13 to go down. I hate to hear that, Gossmania, but yeah, I think you should check that out because I do think I think you'll be you'll be good to go. Swimming upstream, I did not sell the place in South Carolina. It is not sold yet. I was giving it until the end of the month. And if it hasn't moved to somebody in the homesteading community, I'm going to go ahead and throw it through the realtor and let her get rid of it. The only reason that I did what I did the last time was that I was feeling led that it needed to go to somebody in the homesteading community, but that did not happen. Absolutely. Three Baskets Homestead. That's a great comment. All right. Someone is texting me. Okay, I see. Thank you. And the other life you have mod skills. Have your wife or somebody post that on here. That might help some people. So anyway, great. We needed to know. I can't get answers back from a lawyer. Yeah, well, see, most lawyers don't know how to handle a homestead anymore, Gossmania. Um, and it does. I agree with Mims. It sounds like you might need a different lawyer. And if they can't answer you, they need to be giving you your money back for retaining fees and things like that. We had a good one. He died of cancer, swapped to someone else. You can look around and find somebody. Find somebody in the farming community. Someone in the farming community will usually know a lot more about homesteading laws um, than just a normal real estate lawyer or somebody like that. Um, someone go to Farm Bureau, go to one of those um, insurance agencies and see if they have somebody that they can suggest. So, well, that's what we're here for. Let's see. Kirsty Forges, I have an AR-15 that you don't aim. We have to work on that, Kirsty. Maybe we can go shoot when I get to Louisiana. Maybe we can go do that. That would be cool. And a 22 long rifle and an AR platform. I can only pack 200 rounds of 223, but I can pack over 1,000 rounds of 22. Absolutely. It's my mind is I want an effective round that I can fight to a bigger round. And people go, what do you mean? If I have a small gun like that I carry on myself, and I know that my bigger gun is safely put away in my vehicle or in my home, I know with that small gun I can fight my way to get to that bigger gun uh, with the training and things that I have. So I hope that helps, Gosmania. That's good for you. Wonderlust, we got to go see you. See you, Wonderlust. Thank you for coming in. Samson's Farms in the house. What's going on? I missed you, brother. Well, we'll have some lessons. If we can get it set up, I'll be in on the 4th. We should be there around 34 o'clock. We get into Houston in around 12. So we were going to drive up the coast. Then I've gotten to thinking about that. And with it being 4th of July, that probably is not the smartest idea that I've had. So I think we're just going to head up your way. So maybe on the 5th or something, we can work out some time in the evening when it's cool and go shoot some stuff. Denny's got my food burned. I hate Denny's. I have a boycott on Denny's. If I'm ever with you, never ask me to go to Denny's. Um, cannot stand it. Bub, they are fat, sassy like us. Don't spread any more tears. Leave it in God's hands and go get a different lawyer is my suggestion. Grandma Sue Happy, hey, hey, what's going down? Where's that daughter of yours out tonight? She already in bed? Loving it. So, guys, I'll give you this update too. And I'm not going to say the names because I was asked not to. So the tickets to go to Louisiana were $769, were the plane tickets. And we, that was the plane tickets and car rental. The car rental was like $137 for 5 days. And we ended up, through two different individuals, coming up with almost $500 is what was raised to get us down there. So mine was already done, and then with ELYN's and everything, it was get us $315 a piece, just for those tickets. And then it was a lot easier to have, um, the rental car than having someone come get us. So thank you guys. Thank you guys very much. So now we're just going to have spending money and gas money for there and coming back. And then we're good to go. Mom's going to take us up and let us be going down. You may be working on the 5th, but we'll see. You're not going to work all day. I will be in. Oh, are you going to Louisiana, Samson? Awesome. Will you be at the Homesteading Conference in Hannibal, Missouri? Uh, KJ Crimson, yes, I will be there. Me and ELYN both will be at that one. And we will be at HOA as well. We will be at HOA with Big Bear Homestead and Jess and Maya from Roots and Refuge. We're all getting a bed and breakfast together. So whoever bought the tickets, I want to personally thank you for helping this man travel with others, and learn. Yep. Car rental for 5 days, and you haven't notified me that you're coming to see us. Hello. Well, Mims's Garden, we are going to be going into Houston. So that's 3 hours past that. So then we got to drive up to where we're at. So I figured that breaks up the 4th. And then the 5th, I think Brett has something planned for us, during the day, during the morning hours. And then on the 6th and the evening of the 5th, we'll be helping set up for everything. And then we have to leave out early, or 4 or 5 o'clock. It's not early on 7th. So I'm sorry. Love you. Hey, the Mount Life Montana was one of those that helped out with the funds to do that. That super chat that he sent out last week was amazing. So thank you again on that. No excuses, Minigarden. Just kidding. I know you're beating me up. Two Family Homestead are going to be making the trip from Ohio down for the bash. So that's awesome. I wasn't expecting that the other day on their live. So that was awesome gift Mr. Darrell sprung on Miss Sherry. I so wish I could come too, but hubby missed me for 2 weeks already this summer, and we are tapped. I understand the tapped feeling. That is where we're at. So we'll see. I can't jump up. Can I get on my phone? I just got a urgent message. Take care, Chris. Hope to see you. Walk your own path. Hey, we got it, brother. Thank you, Three Baskets Living. Okay, I'm trying to get to a message, guys. Where you at? Okay, I'll take care of that. Tinker's wife. I'll send those your way. Yes, and I'm not going to go into detail there, Tinker's wife. I got you. I am so happy for you, though. I am happy too. The thing is this is like with Two Family Homestead and myself. When you're at the levels where we're at, and it's kind of funny that I'm throwing myself in there with someone like Two Family that does so much for this community and should be at 100K, and Samson's Farm, there's another one that reaches right into that group. When you're at this level, you're not making a bunch of money, guys. So when you're talking about going to 4 or 5 events and you're talking about you're going to help and do the things that need to do to promote and do these things. Two Family is in a whole different category with the work that they do when you go. But you're looking at let's just think for the shindig. We camped, and I still bet we spent $600 going down there. If we would have went to the bash, you're looking at just the tickets in the car are $789. Then you're talking about food while you're down there, which will be fed. I'm not worried about any of that. Gas money, running around. If you buy anything while you're there, all that good stuff. You're talking another couple $100. So you're looking at $1,000 for each trip to go, and it's not just to attend. And then you throw in a big trip like the HOA, and goodness gracious, you're looking at $1,500 minimum to do that. So, but the white picket fence is got a frowny face. I'm sorry, the white picket fence. Hello, how are you tonight? Missed that one. So, but yeah, we ended up. I guess we've had a total run through of 112. This one wasn't as big tonight as usual, but that might be because I haven't been putting out any videos this week. But you guys got some coming. I've got one in the chute that when we get off of this, I'm going to start uploading. It'll be out tomorrow. I'm going to tell you guys this. The video that's coming out tomorrow, the title of it is something like Daddy Saves Ducks in ELYN Videos. The video is not a great video as far as the videography, the editing, things of that nature. It's all ELYN. ELYN did this entire video. So you have to listen to it, watch it. You may want to just put it on while you're washing dishes or you're cleaning the house and listen, because it's the audio that's amazing in this whole thing. So if I didn't have to pay sisters for the 2-patient crew, I would be at most conferences. Why sitters? I thought you said sisters. I was about, if you had to pay for sitters or sisters to be there, that's crazy. I may or may not have gotten a lucrative contract to start building game call. Well, Samson, very nice. I would like to have a or something. I'm just saying this something would be nice. Signed, autographed. So that's cool. That's awesome. That helps out a ton. Yeah, she does a really good job on the commentary. Her video work needs her video, and it was on my new phone. I got a new Verizon Zone. That was weird. Do you guys see that blinking right there? It's not on the screen of the computer coming up. That's weird. Oh well, I have to figure that out. Be the next Duck Dynasty. That would be awesome. If he needs a bearded wonder to go with him, I'm there. So anyway, but the commentary on the videos are amazing. So we'll let you guys see that tomorrow. But it's a good video. It's good to go. I'm reading some of the comments here, guys. Mr. Scripture read tonight. I'll go back. Country Homestead Preacher, it was Psalms 37, 1 through 9 is what Kirsty Forges was the one that did Scripture tonight. That was what she chose. We actually read 1 through 40. You can't read 37 without reading it all. So and it really hit home for us tonight. So that was Scripture that we read, and I'm sure you've read that one quite a few times, because it's one that helps us all out on different days. So be good to go. So let me pick out somebody here. Hey, Country Homestead Preacher, would you do the honors and pick up Scripture for next week and send that to me via email? That'll be good to go. If you don't mind to do that. And let me look here. I got to look back through my notes, because now I'm getting to where. Whoa, Mountain Life Montana, what are you doing? I love you, brother. What in the world? Christy Ford. I tell people that all the time. Do that. You're a blessing, bro. He is a blessing. I swear. That guy. Oh man, it's. I just don't know what to say. You know you're bad when you're living off grid and you're doing stuff like this every day. Let me see if I can do it. This is diagrams for solar panel systems over here, but the light keeps going on it. Well, I appreciate the tithing, brother. I appreciate it. Um, that'll buy gas to get to Louisiana. So that's awesome. Harvesting the bounty, Over Valley Homestead, Nature's Garden. And we still haven't had everybody send me addresses on hammocks that want hammocks. So I may have some hammocks that I'm going to do some other stuff with here soon. So I got a picture to show you guys in a second too, if I can get my phone to work. Grandma Sue Happy, do you want to pick our topic for next week? Why don't you pick our topic and let me know right now on this so we can prepare for that and everybody knows what we're going to do. Anything that you want to talk about prepping or homesteading, gardening, animals, anything that you'd like to do, that would be awesome if you'd like to do that. Mary Hart's one of the ones that got her hammock. So, hey, what are you doing, Ivan? Here's some from me too. May God bless you every step in. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you and your wife too so much. You're awesome, guys. That's craziness. Outdoors with Eric. How are you, buddy? Thank you, thank you. How much are the hammocks? Gosh, Mania, I have a couple of the single ones that I'll do with shipping included for 30, and then I have some double hammocks that I'll do for 40. It's just a bigger size hammock, and I think I've got maybe two of the, and that's not the ones I've given away. I don't want to just sell those out. So if someone's interested in those, I do have a couple extras. Did you get my email with my address? Let me see. Duncan. Was that for me, Duncan? You guys are awesome, though. Ivan, you guys. Okay, I might get back with you on one. Okay. Duncan, did you? Okay. That one wasn't you. No, Duncan, I did not. I did not get a. I've never get not when because you won one of the hammocks too. I did not get a an email with your address, so please send that to me, and I'll get that to you. So please do that. And once again, it may have come through and I've just missed it. So if you can send it to me again, please, and I'll try to get those out. It'll be next week though. Sorry about that. When you just said that, I'm thinking in my head, maybe not. I still can't believe that you two did that on the super chats. You guys are awesome. I really, really appreciate it. So did Grandma Sue happy? Did she ever say what we wanted to do next week? Because if she isn't, I'll get somebody else. Big day tomorrow. I'll see y'all later. Much love. Hey, see you, little mama. Kirsty's gonna be a mommy again. I love it. In the paracord bracelets and selling them. I told them I will have to make work for survival. Yeah, the paracord bracelets work awesome for that. Please hit me a thumbs up. Yeah, hit the thumbs up if you just came in or you're just leaving out and you haven't hit it yet. I appreciate that. That helps. Remember to watch the commercials on the videos, guys. Count to 30, then you can skip them, whatever. We are a community and a church, so we support all. Glory to God, not us. Okay, I can't argue with that one, Mountain Life of Montana. And I think we'll end up seeing each other out your way at some point in time. For some reason, God's put that on our shoulders. We'll be coming out to that beautiful area. I want to take ELYN to Yellowstone and stuff anyway. And hey, if you're a veteran or you're the wife of a veteran on here, um, put a thumbs up on here so I can see that. I've got some information for you guys too. Grandma, how about backup plans when weather hits the garden and homestead or fencing ideals? Not sure how to balance things. Okay, those are all good ideals. Yeah, we can look on that, on how weather and stuff on the homestead's going to affect it and backup plans for doing that. Okay, I got you. I sit through all the ads for your channel. Thank you, Mary Hart. Hey, Mountain Life, where do you get your shoes from? I don't know the answer to that one. All right, Tinker's Wife, Wildcat. Wildcat, this is a good one for you to know when you get back. Montana, Mountain Life Montana is one. Do you know about? Yeah, thank you. Mims, hubby is a veteran, Tinker's Wife. Okay, in the state of Tennessee, and I'm pretty sure this is through the National Forestry Office. In the state of Tennessee, we can get our lifetime as a veteran. I can get lifetime license for $10, but I also get what they call it's upstairs. It's called an access pass, and it allows me to get into any national park for free and to camp at any national park for free. And that you have to go through the National Forestry Office, and that's where you go get those. So you need to check those out. Mountain Life in Montana. You guys just went to Yellowstone a while back, or on your videos. I don't know how long ago it was. I didn't actually look at the date, but I watched those. How much? Well, you have one. How much was it to get in the park? Did you happen to see that? I think it's like $30 or $40 right now to get into Yellowstone, and camping spots are like $15 to $50, I think. So all you vets need to look into that. It's called an access pass, and you go through the National Forestry Service, and it's free. You take it, they give you a little placard, you hang it in your window, it gets you into the park, it gets you camping sites, and then the cool part is that most of your state parks will also allow you to use it too. I am the kid of a Marine veteran and a sister to a Marine veteran. Both are gone. Hate to hear that, white picket fence, but Semper Fi to both of them. Hoorah. Love them. Yeah, there's my email and stuff, guys, if you guys want to get a hold of me. We are beginning told to bring in our bird feeders things. I know how to get rid of those bobcats and black bears. They won't like it, but I do know. Our farm is in the national forest. We're in the national forest too, Wildcat Hollow Farm. You get back though, you need to look into that because that'll save you a lot of money on these trips. Like if you're going to these events, if you got a national park beside you, you can do that. Chris, you caught me off guard when you asked the topic. I'm sorry he didn't come up with something better. No, those are awesome. No, those are awesome, Grandma So Happy Homestead. You don't have to shoot. So good to go. We got lots of veterans, lots of wives of veterans and stuff. Sherry's Nation has the pass, so that's cool. And the entrance fee at the gate is $25 per vehicle. The pass is good for 7 days and will get you in both Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park. Yeah, but $25. So that's pretty crazy. And then I bet did you guys, and you can buy a 1-year pass for 50 and you can buy a national park pass for 80, which gets you in all the national parks in the country. Well, see, that's not bad if you do that all the way through. So even for somebody that doesn't have them, go buy those. That helps out a lot. If they would just use the money on the parks, that would be the thing. I could smack them around a lot for not doing that. Montana Life, Mountain Life, Montana. John, you'll enjoy this. So Maya from Roots and Refuge got back with me, and Jason from Big Bear, and it looks like, knock on wood, it looks like I sent my paperwork off in the mail today that our Utah elk hunt is happening. So we're going to get to go to Utah and elk hunt and do some trout fishing too. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But we just got all that stuff, and it's awesome. Tinker's wife, if you come to the 2020 Shindig, you can actually rent space at the actual fairground, but you need to do that sooner than later. And it was cheap. I think it was like $10 for the whole weekend for me. Yeah, not too far from you. So when we find out all the information, that's kind of why I was saying that. Um, we will be hunting Wyoming, or we haven't got all the details on where we'll hunt, but they have property in Wyoming and Utah both. So we'll see how that goes. What is the date of the elk hunt? It is October. We do not know if it's going to be before the HOA or after the HOA. We're all hoping for after. If they give us a choice, that's what we're going to do. But it'll be me, Jason from Big Bear Homestead, and Maya from Roots and Refuge that are going to be going on that. So it'll be a lot of fun. That's why you're seeing Big Bear shooting his bow so much. Hey, She Moved Mountains, my single lady's in the house. We have missed you, girl. I'm glad you're here and glad you stopped by. I understand if you need to go sleep. Good to go. So, I think we're going to work out the deal that it doesn't matter if we all three harvest or just one of us harvest while we're there, so we can enjoy the hunt. We're just going to split the meat. If we all harvest, everybody just takes their own. But if not, it's good to go. Yeah, John, Mountain Life Montana. They ask us what we would prefer. We could hunt mule deer, we could hunt antelope, and we could hunt elk. And it's always been a dream of mine to get out west and hunt elk. I've killed a monster mule deer whitetail hybrid that I've talked about on here before in Wyoming, and it's the only trophy deer I've ever taken. But just didn't want you to miss Divers LOL. Jason's been giving me excuse to have him pay still. Nope, it's in October. The one it's close to is the big one, HOA. But anyway, and then they asked if we wanted to rifle hunt, bow hunt, or muzzleloader hunt, and I put down all three that I would hunt for all three of them. If we rifle hunt, there's only one bull tag, and Maya will get that because this whole trip's got started from him. But we'll go kill some cows. But from what we understand, from Maya's been talking to this group, that if we bow hunt or muzzleloader hunt, there's possibly other elk bull tags in with that too. And I'm a bow hunter, so slinging some arrows at a big monster bull would be just amazing to me. My husband went on a wild hog hunt in Texas. He got one and came home with three. That's how it works out, Duncan 1900. We went on one in Texas in the summer, and we were supposed to um, go on a night vision hunt because it was in August, and that got messed up, and we went. And anyway, I killed out, but nobody else did. John has You have 2 elk tags, 2 deer tag, 1 bear tag, 1 antelope tag, waiting for the lotto on the bison moose, July the 8th through the 15th. I'm just going to come to your place and take a pound of everything, and I'll be set in my whole refrigerator. John, man, I can't wait to see y'all videos and collaboration. Yeah, we're going to do a lot. There's actually some other talk going on too, Mims's Garden, but it'd be interesting. 85 number ash longbow. Oh, 85 pound ash longbow. That's nice. I have a 79 pound Jerry Hill longbow that I hunt with there, Michael. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with everything and I'm missing it. Thank you, mods. I hope you get drawn on that bison hunt. The moose, elk and moose are my 2 dream hunts. Those hunts are 2 hunts that I will accomplish before I leave this earth. Hopefully, knock on wood. The other life says he's going to come by and get some meat too. You need to email me the other life when you figure out if you're going to HOA. You may have a connection more than you know to that elk hunt. If you've got the time, we will have landowner tags this year, and it will only be me. So if you get to Missouri, you can fill a tag or two on our place. That would be awesome. You can actually give landowner tags away too. I'm pretty sure Wildcat Hollow Farms. I'm pretty sure. If y'all could pray, I don't know if you know my mom actually fell on her bad knee. Oh yeah, we'll say a prayer for her. Thank you for letting us know. She ain't gonna let us know. She's too tough. I have a video of my bow at the range. Just had a bunch of other videos waiting to upload. Awesome. Not Missouri, not legal to give them. Not even your landowner if it's a nuisance. Oh, okay. Well, it's the way it works. Okay, sorry. I'm reading like 4 different conversations over here. Yeah, I hope that she's feeling better. I know how it is on the bad knee thing. I built down up in ELYN's room earlier and landed on a Lego and thought I was going to lose the top of my head. But you can feel them, and I check. I understand where you're at there, Wildcat Hollow Farm. I understand. We have an opportunity to do a bear hunt as well, and then had another channel invite us to come down and do Legos hard death to do a duck hunt this year. And the funny thing is I've hunted every other bird to actually hunt them. I've actually hunted most of them, but I've never been duck hunting. I've been goose hunting, but to actual go do an actual duck hunt, I've never done. So hopefully that will transpire too. We'll get to do that. Samson's Farm, I don't know if you heard earlier. I know you said you had to get out of there for a few minutes. Well, I got my paperwork sent off for the elk hunt that um, me, Maya, and Jason from Big Bear are looking to go out in Utah. So I know you enjoy the outdoors as well. Our place has 18 square miles of Mark Twain out the back door. You got to love that. Sweet Yuchi. I'm missing something on there. We used to hunt mallard ducks here. Yum. I love duck. We got ducks too. Hello, we got everything. Yeah, you were in you were even you're in God's country out there. I love it. Montana is a wonderful place. It is on the list if it wasn't so far away from family, and with ELYN not having mama and things of that nature, it's hard for me to pull her up and just move because we'd be in Alaska probably too. We'd have probably went out there and lived for a year or two. I want to go hunt a pig with a spear. I'm going to go on a hog hunt this hunting season with my new buddy Kevin that's in the greenhouse videos with me. If you guys haven't watched the greenhouse videos, he's got a buddy who owns a 5,000 acre orange grove. So let's see this. And we're going to be going down there and doing a hog hunt and an alligator hunt, Samson's Farm. So that'll be a good one. Let's see. Yeah, you're right, Mims. We're almost there. I am getting a little tired. We're going to go for about another 8 minutes, guys, and then we're going to call this one quits for the night just because I have the big meeting tomorrow. Hog hunts now, that's something we don't have. Yeah, we have to get you on this side. Maybe we'll work something out there, John. Get you up here. Hey, Chris, Stacy, how are you? Glad you come in. Sorry I missed you guys live. This has been a heck of a week. And you'll understand that I've got some videos coming out, possibly, that'll help you out understand why I've not been as active as usual. So, anyway, remember tomorrow around that 1 o'clock Eastern time period for me. If for all of y'all that may have missed this, send me all your good vibes, send me all your prayers, and well wishes for me and ELYN. We need them. I don't think there's anything that we need to worry about, but they will be needed and help. Say prayers for Grandma Sue Happy Homestead. She hurt her knee. Say prayers for Carol and her mother, and just say prayers for everybody on here, include our homestead community. Put it that way, and it's something that this community is good at, is being here for each other. Um, you know, we are good for that, and God runs thick in this. Uh, Homesteaders next spring, summer, and maybe fall, winter. Who wants to get us? Ivan's on Facebook. Hey, I'll text you tomorrow, Ivan, and we'll talk about some stuff. So, but thank you, and guys, if you don't just think, I thought Ivan was just a crazy man the first time he sent any messages to me. He's a very good, very nice man. His wife is amazing, and he can do some amazing work. So if you need some help for a couple of weeks doing some stuff where he can come help you and he can learn some skills and be put up for a little while, they drive a big truck, so you got to work through that and get around that. But uh, he's well worth having around and getting to share that experience with on both sides. So it's a Russian conspiracy. Let's get Ivan homesteading and his wife homesteading soon. We need to make that conspiracy happen. Sherry's Nation, these guys that I'm going to be going hunt with hand catch all the hogs, even the 300 and 400 pound ones. And if it's a boar, they cut it and make it into a bar. And if it's a big female that they want out of the thing, they will. They're awesome. And Ivan and them are super generous. Samson got to witness that firsthand. So a time of volunteer work will be on our personal car. Oh, okay. So you'll have your car with you on that one. Okay, good to go. So anyway, let's say our good nights and our goodbyes. God bless you guys and live with what God gives you. And we're out of here. See ya.